There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit. There's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit. There's a new day, it is waiting for us. There's a new day waiting round the bend. There's a new day and it will restore us. There'll be new ways. This is not the end.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. How come the trees gets undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes, until winter comes. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. me wonder. Oh, I wonder. How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I just wonder. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, it makes me wonder.
It's not the first time that I'm happy. It's not the first time I feel good. But it's been a while since that happened, knock on wood. I try to stay cool on the surface. I'd ask you to stay if I could. Though my lips are sealed, you still get me, yeah you do. That's why I said that we should be more than a couple. Of ours is not enough. So kiss me again and again and again, the way it should be. You see, we're more than a couple. Of hours away from love. So kiss me again and again and again. Just give me goosebumps. Oh, 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 you give me goosebumps. If you lead the way, then I'll follow. Wherever your heart wants to be, I'll try to keep up in your shadow, feeling good. And if we move too fast, I will tell you. I'll ask you to stop, but I won't. The way that we both feel about this just means go. That's why I said that we should be more than a couple. Of hours is not enough. So kiss me again and again and again, the way it should be. You see, we're more than a couple. Of hours away from love. So kiss me again and again and again. Just give me goosebumps. That's why I said that we should be more than a couple. Of hours is not enough. So kiss me again and again and again, the way it should be. You see, we're more than a couple. Of hours away from love. So kiss me again and again and again.
Said the last drink was the last drink. You make it hard to leave. We're telling secrets in the dark while drinking whiskey neat. I would fall in a second if you let me, 'cause you're all that I want. Could you let me in? The last drink was the last drink, but I don't wanna leave. I wanna get closer. Don't want this night to be over. Wanna get closer. It's not over. Yeah, we could go back to my place, 'cause I don't wanna waste no precious time. So let's go back to my place.
So is this the actual Doomsday Book?
This is the actual Doomsday Book, yes.
And it's usually under glass, isn't it, this book?
Well, usually it's not accessible at all, so it's very rarely on display. So this is really quite a special occasion that we've got it out for you to be able to see it today.
So you're not allowed to touch it?
No.
I thought that was because of the curse.
The curse?
Yeah, I heard that there was a curse on it.
I've definitely not heard that, so I don't think there's a curse.
I thought it was going to be like, you know, Raiders of the Lost Ark, where that Nazi gets his face melted off.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like that.
I'm afraid not.
Oh.
If we came from monkeys, why are there still monkeys?
Because some of those monkeys that lived a long time ago turned into other monkeys that we see today, like chimp monkeys and so on.
All right. So the monkeys that didn't turn into humans, they must be gutted that they didn't turn into humans. Right, sometimes when I watch these past life hypnosis programmes on satellite channels, all the people on those, they're always ladies in waiting or gladiators, they're never monkeys. Why is that?
Probably because they don't actually remember their past lives. It's probably not true.
But I find it easier to believe that I was a lady in waiting than a monkey.
Well, it's maybe easy to believe that your ancestors were ladies in waiting,
Than
but
monkeys.
I don't see the problem between believing both that your ancestors were ladies in waiting a few hundred years ago
And before that
were
monkey
monkeys.
ladies in waiting. How much money gets made at Christmas?
Altogether, I'm sure we spend hundreds of millions of pounds at Christmas.
And how big a cut does the church get?
The church doesn't get anything.
They don't get anything?
No.
The supermarket near me's got about 30 tills. How many tills does Amazon have? They must have loads.
They don't have any tills.
What?
They have a computer.
One computer?
Yeah. Because no one goes there, do they? They just do
I know,
it.
but I thought they'd still had to ring it through.
No, the computer does all that.
So there's one man at a computer just going?
No, I don't think there's a man. No, it just goes automatically. You do that. You're the till.
Did the printing press actually change anything of significance?
If Gutenberg hadn't invented printing, which meant that ideas could be communicated throughout the world, our culture would not have developed in the same way as it has. So in many ways, he has made the world, our modern world today.
So that's your idea of significant?
So how does the Doomsday Book compare to a book like The Runaway by Martina Cole?
Well, I've not read The Runaway by Martina Cole, but
It's
I think...
really good.
OK, I think that's a work of fiction, so it's a made-up story, whereas Doomsday is recording the land and landholding in England before the Norman Conquest and after the Norman Conquest. It kind of lists who holds land and what's within that land and how much it's worth, and it does that in a lot of detail. So Roger holds a land here it's just called Milderhope. It's probably going to have a different name now.
So how can we free the people living in this book?
Well, they don't live in the book.
But their souls are inside the book.
I don't think that's necessarily true. I think this records information about them, but they're not in there. It's just, it's just a record about them. It doesn't sort of contain their being or anything like that. We don't need to worry about them.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I've got an expert here with me. Or have I? Or am I here? Maybe I'm imagining them, or they're imagining me. Or am I? Hello, philosophy lady. Am I here?
Yes.
How do you know?
Well, I can see you, I can probably feel you, I can hear you.
What lovely warm hands.
Thank you. It is possible that I'm dreaming.
Yeah. Or I could be dreaming too, couldn't I?
Oh, you could be dreaming, yes, but you asked me whether you were here.
So
if
I was dreaming, that wouldn't have happened. No, if you were dreaming, that wouldn't have happened.
If I were dreaming, then my belief that you are here might be false.
Right.
And unless I can tell that I'm not dreaming, therefore, it's possible that you're not here.
Yeah. But if we both sort of nip ourselves...
Well, the trouble with nipping yourself like that is you might dream that as well. I mean, any test you can do to see whether you're awake, you could do when you're asleep. Any belief that could be false if you were asleep is a belief of whose truth you can't be certain unless you can be certain that you're awake.
A lot of revolutions seem to be about poor people overthrowing the rich. Do you think billionaires like Elon Musk should be worried about getting guillotined?
I think that the French Revolution certainly made a lot of people who were powerful very, very worried about their existence.
I suppose Elon Musk could invent a machine that chops his own head off electronically before the mob arrives.
Ah, you know much more about this than I do.
Yeah, I'm just guessing. What is a building?
A building is anything that anyone has built.
So my shoes are a building?
There may not be a building. They're a physical object. I guess a building is also something that people in some way live in or inhabit.
Right. And my nephew makes buildings in Minecraft. How much more does he need to do to be considered a qualified architect?
Well, to be a qualified architect in this country, you have to study 5 years at university and do at least 2 years in professional practice.
And how many of those years would be studying Minecraft?
Very few of them. You could continue looking at Minecraft at the same time, but you wouldn't normally use Minecraft as part of an architectural education.
Have you thought about just selling celebrities, you know, for their organs? Because I'm sure someone would pay a fortune for, like, John Bishop's kidneys.
No, we haven't thought of that, and I think that the comedians do quite a lot for us sometimes that they don't want to do, and I suspect the sale of bodily parts would be slightly more than they or their representatives would.
Be a talking point, though, wouldn't it, if you had John Bishop's kidneys?
It would be a slightly morbid talking point if John was no longer alive. I killed John Bishop.
Did you?
No, I'm just saying I killed John Bishop would be a odd talking point.
Why did Stone Age people bury all their stuff underground? Were they worried someone might steal it?
No, that's how we find it. It wasn't always underground. It was on the top. The reason we find it as archaeologists is that we go out and we dig it up.
Oh. How will the world end?
Well, the sun will run out of fuel in about 4 billion years or so. And actually before that, it will begin to swell up, expand. And so we think the Earth will get incinerated.
Do you think we might be able to do something about it?
Stop it being incinerated?
Yeah, stop it being incinerated. Or the sun burning the Earth. Can't we put it out with a big hose or something?
It's an inevitable consequence of the laws of nature.
You're pleased with that, are you? You're happy with that? You can live with that?
Well, there's nothing I can do. I mean, also, the Andromeda Galaxy is going to hit us.
The Andromeda Galaxy? A whole galaxy is going to hit us?
Yeah. On about the same timescale, actually. So as the sun runs out of fuel and expands and incinerates the Earth, a galaxy of 400 billion stars is going to collide with us. The Andromeda Galaxy
You're much gloomier than I expected. The Andromeda Galaxy? A whole galaxy is quite smiley.
Well, yeah, well, it's quite a long time in the future.
Speaking as an expert in architecture, do you ever watch Homes Under the Hammer?
No, I don't, no.
You don't watch Homes Under the Hammer?
I've never seen it, no.
You've never seen Homes Under the Hammer?
I've never seen Homes Under the Hammer.
Why not? You must have heard about it.
I haven't heard about it, no.
Don't you and the other architects talk about it?
It's not a subject that's ever come up, no.
I think you'd enjoy it. I think you'd get a lot out of it.
I shall go and have a look, yes.
Yeah, I think you should. What's the most disgusting thing you've heard someone do with a red nose? Because my mate Paul, he He did this party trick that he always does with the red nose, and he put it sort of on his intimate skin, and it sort of tore it and it went septic. Actually, I think that might mean he qualifies for some sort of charity money.
That is the first and most disgusting thing I've heard done with the red nose.
It's awful, isn't it, to think what people might be doing with them right now.
So after the universe
Septic.
ends...
Actually, I think that might mean he qualifies for some sort of charity money.
That is the first and most disgusting thing I've heard done with the red nose.
It's awful, isn't it, to think what people might be doing with them.